Hey, people. Let's cut to the point. I am very disappointed with Arknights Endfield. I know it's not about the gacha aspect, because by this point, which gacha game is not predatory? And it's not like I got sweetened by frigging getting honey baited by frigging Gibbon. Where to begin? A little bit of context. I am an Arknights fan, an OG Arknights fan, and I played the game for a substantial while. I left like your dad went to the store and get some milk. I haven't touched the original game in a while. But my main problem is, look at the beginning from Arknights and look at the beginning from Endfield. What the freaking hell is happening here? I don't understand that shit. If we compare it to the original Arknights, you have been waken up. There is this girl that calls you doctor, and apparently there is been a revolt in this place called Ursus by a terrorist group called the Reunion Movement. So when I start in Enfield and I see this person going through the elevator and going through an entire thing without knowing anything, and then you freaking bite a giant rock, and then you are suddenly in a spaceship. I don't know why in the fuck are we in space. You literally told zero of the background of the story in this game. Hyperglyph, you know how to start a story. Why in the fuck did you do this? You fumbled the start of this story so hard to just become another generic sci-fi. And now let's gonna mark some positives. The game is really beautiful. Factory gameplay is also enjoyable, but we know where this came from, right? Also improves on some aspects from Genshin Impact. I like the team system in Arknights because, like my Final Fantasy VIII, I like to see my other teammates, especially if in the future we are gonna get skins for them. So I pay for something that I wanna watch, not something that I'm flashing through my skin for 4 or 5 seconds and then until the next time I need you. Another thing to talk about is that the domains, they are not like in Genshin Impact, so they are not an RNG fest. They only give you mats to improve characters, weapons, and that's it. What I can't forgive, it is freaking slow combat. It totally damages the experience of the freaking domains. But well, it's not about me gawking again on the big juicy melons of Irvon. But I can't excuse this because the freaking loading times are incredibly hostile. And it's not because I have a low-end PC. My problem is also the explanation why suddenly there is operators from Arknights which change name suddenly in this planet. The explanation, oh my god, is gold. After 150 years, Originium has preserved the memory of the operators with Oreopathy. Are you freaking kidding me? That the freaking cancer rock, it will kill you, but also it will make you a freaking servant from Fake Grand Order. Bring Frost Nova back. She promised to be a Rhode Island. I'm Patriot, why not? This proves that the story is a nothing burger. Yeah, you are terraforming this planet, and if you want to know the explanation why are you here, you need to find it on freaking archives. They don't even explain to you what the new enemies are. They just show up, and at the beginning of my live stream I confuse them with Originium monsters. They are something else. One of the things I hate the most is I hate the administrator. Why? It's a Merisu. Not gonna waste any more of my time on this. Yeah, and another comparison. I can accept Perlica as the assistant, but I think Amiya is just much better as a character than Perlica. Perlica is okay, but she doesn't stand out. So why I'm criticizing all of this? Because I love the franchise. With cosplays, having in conventions dressed as the Doctor, I seeing other Arknights cosplayers. If I never played Arknights or I never knew about Arknights, I would say, oh yeah, this is another generic sci-fi gacha game. And I think it's mostly gonna stay and resonate with Arknights fans. Maybe I'm being too harsh on the game, but as a game for new people, this game is actually Genshin Impact wearing a skin. It's barely even a functioning tower defense game anymore. You don't use the towers for anything, but one thing only. But luckily not everything is lost from the previous game. You know that freaking spaceship I was ranting about? It's actually really helpful because it's just the base from Arknights, but improved. So this means that even if you get operators that you are not gonna even play with, you can put them in the Diajang and they will work for you to do new stuff. But not only that, you can also settle them as freeing administrators of the settlements. So that's pretty cool. Anyways, rants off. So I wish you a good day. Bye.